Hello and welcome to Vidush Academy for another video about Python in Excel. Today I'll show you how to merge data frames that are actually coming from raw CSV from the web, and I'll start with the end. So pretty much there are two tables like these ones, here and here, and at the end what we should be getting is one table that is united for the country and the capital of the country. So let's start and see how we are going to get it. Okay, so first things first, where is our data set? Well, in my case I found it somewhere on the net and I put it on my GitHub repository. So this is how they look. Of course, you have code, name of the country, continent, region, surface area, independence here, and a lot of other stuff, but we're only interested in the city ID because this city ID is actually related to this one, to the second table. And how we are going to get them, we're going to click on row, and if you click on row you'll see the beauty here. It's like CSV, which is literally comma separated values, and we have this one. We can click on row and we'll see these comma separated values, and you'll see, for example, for Bulgaria everything's okay there. Europe, Eastern Europe, Petar Stoyanov, which comes to say that it's a really old database for roughly 20 years ago when this guy was president. And 539 city ID is actually Sofia. So if we go here to the IDs, we'll see here 539 Sofia, which is the capital of Bulgaria. I really don't like the way it is written here, but okay, let's live with it. Furthermore, let's see how we're going to get this actually. Well, pretty much we go to from web, then we go back, and as I work on two monitors, I simply have it like this: basic, Unicode, UTF-8, delimiter, comma, based on the entire data set. Okay, load. There is one problem which I'm going to show you later here. And the second one, we do literally the same. So data from web, cd CSV, enter, and okay, load, shit, delete. Okay, so what do we need? We need just a few of the columns and we need a new one. So let's start. We press the magic Control Shift Alt and P, and then we press Control Shift U, and then we can fix it a bit like this and like this, just to have more stuff. And we can start with import pandas SPD, and then data frame countries equal Excel countries 2022, and then O, and then headers equal true, control and enter, and we see this one. Just to show something interesting, if you're wondering, for example, what is this Excel, why is it not declared somewhere, we can go here to the initialization, and you can see, for example, set default conversions for the conversions for the Excel functions through this. Yeah. So this is pretty much because of all these imports. If you're wondering what you can import, it is part of it. If you're wondering what you cannot import, it's anything that is not here. So Excel function, yeah. And if I'm curious how to do my stuff here, I can press reset or reset runtime, and of course here just to see my values. Yeah, pretty much the same table that I got here. Yeah, nothing fancy, but I'm not only interested in that table, I'm interested in the other one as well. This one, cities. So df cities equals Excel cities. I'm just pressing stuff, but it's not happening. Yeah, and I'm interested also in this part with the O. This way I'm telling to Python that I have headers. Like this. And now we got a problem, and I think I solved the problem. The problem is here. Yeah. Okay, and now we have the df cities. If we want to see whether our columns are correct, are gotten correct, we can print this one, but just the columns with a dot, of course. Somewhere here we should see ID, name, country code, ID, name, country code, district, population. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm going to comment this out. Let's continue. So selecting only the necessary columns for the df countries and df cities. I can make it df countries subset, and this would be df countries, and I'm interested only on code and on city ID. Yeah, pretty much that's all I want. And of course city ID is what is going to be on the other one. On this one, for example, if we go to something small, for example 33 is the capital of something. Yeah, of course Seoul probably. Yeah. Back to the point, the other thing is df cities subset equals df cities, and here we would need the ID and of course the country code. Yeah, pretty much the same as here, the 4 are AFG, the 4 are AFG. Perfect. Let's continue. What do we need? Merge data frame. This is how we are going to pull it. Merged df is pd merge, and here we should merge the two subsets, df country subset, df city subset. Of course it matters which one is on first, which one is on the second. So left on code and right on country code. Yeah. Ta-da! What did we do? Does it make sense? Well, it actually makes some. Yep, definitely. These are our two tables, and the ID and the names are there. What is a bit wrong with this one is that we have a lot of cities for Argentina, for example, and I'm only curious in the capitals. I mean, probably have a lot of for Bulgaria as well. Yes. And I'm only curious in the capital. I mean, you'll see that the capital is 539. If I go here, 539, and the others are not capital Bulgarian cities. So back to the point, we need to change our thing into one country, one capital. Something that would be probably interesting for you is that you should be taking a look at the datasets. This is something that I have noticed while working. Here, the null present, and this is something that we should start avoiding right now. Let's think how. Okay, this is obviously not correct. And this one here, before we go to this one, we would see how to say to the null that it should not be existing. So the correct way is the following: df countries equals df countries, pretty much where df countries with city ID is different than null. Does it work? No, it doesn't like something. What doesn't it like? Yeah, most probably this thing. It doesn't work every time. Yeah, now it's fixed. And let's continue. So our merged database here, merged data frame, not database. It's like this: merge df equals pd merge df countries, df cities, left on city ID, and right on ID. Just to say what this means, right on is df cities, this one. So you see df cities has ID and df countries is the left table. So we go for the city ID on this one. Let's do the merge. And we see something interesting here. You are trying to merge an object and integer 64 columns. If you wish to proceed, you should use pd concat. What does it mean, honestly? It's telling us that we are trying to merge on a number. Integer 64 is a number. Okay, not a number, integer 64 is integer 64. But for the people watching this channel, probably it's okay to call it a number. And object. What is an object? If we go here, we would see something interesting. We would see that all these are treated by Excel as strings. Why is this like this? For example, numbers in Excel are going usually to the right, strings are to the left. Well, they are all like strings just because we had these null values and they have pretty much polluted the whole column. Yes. What can we do? Something clever, as we already did it here. Well, we can say pretty much df countries dot city ID equals df countries dot city ID as type int. Can I put in 64? I'll try. 64 is not defined. This is what it said. So do not try to do stuff that you don't know. Yeah, leave it like this. And we got this kind of beautiful table here. Why did we get this beautiful table when we should have gotten only these 4 columns I was talking about? Well, the point is that pretty much these subsets, I'm not using them, and I make the merge in a nice way. So from this merged df, we are only interested in the name of the country, for example, name X, and the capital. You see, it's named name Y because they are with the same column headers name. So Excel says, okay, this one is name X, this one is going to be name Y. It's not Excel, it's Python, and it's not Python, it's pandas, but in our case, I'll just call it Excel because it's understandable. Okay, so what do we do? Okay, merged df, let's call it new df, or country capital df, country capital df equals merged df, name X, name Y. Okay, tada. And of course, name X and name Y is a bit sad. Just to see it like this, doesn't mean a lot. Let's continue saying country capital df equals, okay, country and capital. And of course, if I do it like this, I only get these two. It shouldn't be done like this. I'm only interested in the columns. Control and enter. And of course, I got a none. Why? Well, the problem that I got a none is that I haven't referred something in the end of the code. If I just put like this, tada, something fancy just happened, yay. And we can see that the capital of Armenia is Yerevan, the capital of Bulgaria is Sofia. Sofia is actually written like this, for everyone who doesn't know. And now if I say reset runtime, now I have to remove this, and then reset runtime, control enter. What happened? Control enter, Excel values, calculating formula, so calculating steps. Okay, pretty much everything is okay. Yes, and just before ending, I want to change the capital of Sofia. So capital df dot lock, let's see, df country capital df dot what was it, country equals Bulgaria, and then capital equals change, just to see whether it would happen. Yes, here is change, and now I'll try to write Sofia the correct way. My beloved city is written, and yeah, this is the correct way. Tada! So that's all from me. Thank you for watching Vitosh Academy, and enjoy the rest of your evening or day. Goodbye. Enjoy.